Hey guys, this is the 3.1 notes, inequalities in their graph. Okay, so to start off, once again, make sure you have your notes out. I know we haven't taken notes in a while, but once again, all the same rules apply. Make sure everything's written down, and most important, make sure you're at least watching them. Okay. So 3.1 notes inequalities in their graph. An inequality is a mathematical sentence that uses an inequality symbol to compare the values of two expressions. So you may be wondering, what in the world is an inequality? Well, if you guys remember, inequalities are greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, or less than or equal to. Okay, so these are the four symbols that we're going to be using today. Okay, so let's dive right into it. Keep this as short and sweet as possible. So problem one. What inequality represents the verbal expression? So it's going to give us in words, and we have to write it down in inequality. Okay. So all real numbers x, okay, x less than or equal to -7. So less than or equal to -7. Okay. And that's it. Okay. We're taking words and we're just writing it down. Okay. 6 less than a number k. So k. 6 less than k would be k minus 6 is greater than 13. Okay, and right now you may be thinking, well, maybe it was 6 minus k and stuff like that. Trust me, the more we do these, the better and easier they will become for you. So right now we're just once again taking the words and putting it into symbols. Okay, let's jump down here. I'm going to erase, scroll, click this button here. Scroll on down. By the way, I'm wearing my Batman onesie today. If you didn't notice, it's pajama day, so if you did not dress up, you're pretty much slacking. Okay, got it, A. I'm going to do A. I want you guys to do B. So all real numbers P greater than or equal to 1.5. Okay, so what this means, basically what this is saying is we need to pick a number P that is greater than or equal to 1.5. So any number, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so once again, I want you guys to do B. Okay, I want you guys to do B. That is your goal. Okay, so now we are going to come down here to problem 2, and we're flying right along today. Okay, so on problem 2. Is the number a solution? Okay, so it's going to give us a number and it gives us this equation. So our equation is 2x plus 1 is greater than -3. And it wants to know if -3 is a solution to this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug -3 right there in for x. So I have 2 times -3 plus 1 is greater than -3. Okay, so 2 times -3 gives us -6. That's a terrible 6, but my bad, guys. -6 plus 1 is greater than -3. Well, -6 plus 1 is -5, greater than -3. Okay, so what we have to ask ourselves is this true? Is -5 greater than -3? Well, no, it is not. Okay, so no, exclamation mark, circle. Okay, no, it is not. Okay, even though 5 is larger than 3, -5 is actually smaller than -3, right? So that is a no. Okay, on the next one, let me change colors here. Let's go to this green here. Okay, so I have 2x, so I'm going to plug in -1 plus 1 is less or greater than -3. Okay, so 2 times -1 is -2 plus 1 is greater than -3. So -1 greater than -3. Excuse me, -3. Okay. So is -1 greater than -3? Yes. Okay. Even though 1 is smaller than 3, okay, -1 is actually a larger number than -3. And if you're having trouble with that, think of it like money. Would you rather owe someone $1 or owe them $3? Okay. Well, I would rather owe someone $1 instead of $3. So 3 is actually the larger number. Okay, so I want you guys to try 2. Okay, it asks you to do -1, 0, 1, and 3. Okay, so get all of those done. Okay, now jumping down here to problem 3. Okay, here is the fun part. We're actually going to do some graphing. Okay, when you are graphing inequalities, the first thing we always want to do is make sure our variable is on the left side. Okay, we always want to make sure our variable's on the left side. So here in this problem, it is not. We actually have a number on the left side. So I'm going to flip my equation. So a is going to come here. Okay, since I'm flipping my equation, I need to flip my sign. So less than or equal to 2. Okay, and there we go. Now we have our variable on the left side. Okay, now we're going to draw our graph. Okay, and I'm dealing with 2. So I'm going to draw 2 here, okay, and then I'm going to put 0 there, okay. That's really all you need. If you want to put a whole bunch of numbers on there, feel free. I'm only going to require you to put 2, okay. Now, to signify 2, okay, we're going to draw a circle on 2, just like that, okay. However, we have equal to. So when we have greater than or less than the equal to, we're actually going to fill in our circle. Okay, we're going to fill in our circle when it's greater than an equal to or less than an equal to. Okay, so when you have this line underneath, when you have that line, okay, when you have this line here, you're going to fill in your circle. Now all we have to do is shade the way the arrow is pointing. So the arrow is pointing this way, so we're going to shade this way. Okay, and once again, I know you might be a little confused, but we will go over this in class, I promise. So if you're still a little confused, maybe the next couple examples will help you. So first thing we want to do, okay, make sure that our variable is on the left. Is it? Yes, x is on the left, okay. So now I draw my graph, okay, and I have -4, okay, and then 0 lives around here, okay. So now I put my dot on 4, okay, so I always start with an open circle. Now this is just greater than. Okay, so we're going to leave that circle open. Remember on problem 3, we closed it because it's less than or equal to. This one is just greater than. There's no equal to, so we don't need to fill in our circle. Okay, then I shade whichever way my arrow is pointing. My arrow is pointing this way, so I shade this way. Okay, so once again, this is my arrow I'm talking about here, and it looks like it's pointing this way, right? So I shade this way. Okay, and then the final one, let's pick a different color here. Okay, we have here my variables on the left, so I don't have to change anything. I'm starting with 0, so I'm just going to put 0 down. Okay, then let's go with this color here. Okay, so I put my 0, or I put my hole on 0. Okay, I don't need to fill it in, right, because it's just less than. There's no equal to. If there was an equal to, I'd have to fill it in, but there's none. Then it looks like my arrow here is pointing this way, right? It's pointing over here, so I'm going to shade this way. Okay. And once again, guys, that was super quick. If you have questions, put a question mark on it. Okay, and we were going to do plenty of practice in class tomorrow. Okay. Finally, let's go down to problem 4. Okay. So almost done today. Pick a fun color. Let's go with. This is ugly, but we'll go with this one. Okay. What inequality represents the graph? Okay, so on the previous problem, it gave us the statement and we did the graph. These problems, it's given us the graph and we need to write the statement. So I'm going to start with x as my variable. Okay, then the next thing I want to look at is which way is it shaded. It's shaded this way, if you can tell, okay, which means my arrow needs to point that way. Okay, and then I notice my dot is filled in. If my dot is filled in, that means equal to. Okay, so if my dot was open, there would not be the line under it, but since the dot's filled in, I put the line under it. Okay, then it's talking about -1. Okay, so then on this one over here, I start with x. Okay, it's shaded this way, so my arrow, my inequality symbol, is going to go this way. Okay, you guys see what I'm talking about by that arrow thing? It looks like it's pointing this direction. Okay, my circle's open, so there's no line underneath it. And then I'm talking about 4. Okay, questions? Perfect. Okay, so when you come into class tomorrow, make sure to have these filled out. Okay, make sure to have these filled out. If you have any questions, we'll go over everything. We're going to do some more stuff on this and everything. Okay, so have a good rest of your day, guys.